The Spider-Man book, Tell the Time. It has a really cool clock in the front. It sort of works like a clock, but the hour hand goes a little fast. So when you see this book in the classroom library, you can work on it, work with it. But remember, you have to also put the hour hand where it needs to go. Okay? I'm Peter Parker, a typical teen from the big city. But I'm also Spider-Man, the lovable web-shooting, crime-fighting superhero. It can be pretty tricky keeping track of time between school, friends, homework, and hero stuff. Follow me through a typical day and see how I handle some sticky situations along the way. Like most kids, my day starts with school. Today, I missed the bus. Again. I dash through the neighborhood to get to my high school on time. I'm pretty fast, so I beat the bus there. The day is off to a good start. Who put this garbage can here? It is 8 o'clock. It's time for Peter to go to school. Move the hands on the clock to show 8 o'clock. What time do you go to school? Move the hands on the clock to show that time. So if we go to the front, we're going to do 8 o'clock. Is this the right time?
No.
No, what did we do wrong?
We put it before the switch.
Yeah, we need to put the hour hand right on the 8, right? It's got to be right on the 8. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's okay. All right. It's time for science class, with my friends Miles and Gwen. Nobody else knows it, but the three of us all have spider powers. I guess that makes all of us just a little more interested in our science lab. It's 11 o'clock. It's time for Peter's favorite class. Move the hands to show 11 o'clock. What time is your favorite class? So 11 o'clock would be staying on the 12, and then the hour hand goes to the 11. So just like that. Okay? Moving on. Lunchtime. Over tacos and burgers. Miles tells us that there's a villain on the loose in the city. He says we may soon be tangled up with a vile monster named Venom. What time is it? It's time to build up our appetite for crime fighting. Venom's on the loose? Way to ruin my Taco Tuesday. It's 12 o'clock. It's time for lunch. Move the hands on the clock to show 12 o'clock. What time do you have for lunch? What time do you have lunch? Move the hands on the clock to show that time. So we only have to move one of the hands. Which hand do we have to move? Everybody? The hour hand. Good job. And we move the hour hand to the?
12.
That's right, to the 12. You can't even see it. It's hidden.
12.
Usually, we do regular kid stuff after school. But since Venom is on the loose, today we have to deal with him. He's got sharp, ugly teeth, mean eyes, and a long, disgusting tongue. He's a really bad guy. What time is it now? It's time to change clothes and get a serious spider grip on the situation. What time is it, everybody?
12.
No, it's not 12. 2 o'clock. It's time for Peter to meet his friends. Move the hands on the clock to show 2 o'clock. What time do you get together with friends? Move the hands on the clock to show that time. You guys are still in school at this time, so where do I put the little hand? On the 2, that's right. The hour hand goes on the 2. Very good. So this is how it looks. All right, moving on. At this time of day, some kids are at soccer practice or doing homework. My friends and I have other work to do. Ghost Spider Gwen and Spider-Man Miles help me keep that vile Venom in sight. The longer he's on the loose, the stronger he gets. We smelled your monster breath a mile away, Venom. It's 3 o'clock. It's time for Peter to become Spider-Man. Move the hands on the clock to show 3 o'clock. What time do you do your homework? Move the hands on the clock to show that time. Where do I move the hour hand this time? To the 3. Good. To the 3. Keep the hour hand keep the minute hand at the same place. All right, now it's time to tie up this whole situation in a web. That is, we swing up to a rooftop to keep Venom away from our city. On days like today, I'm glad to have spider pals to help me with crime fighting. It's 4 o'clock. It's time for Spider-Man and his friends to defeat Venom. Move the hands on the clock to show 4 o'clock. What time do you do something heroic? Move the hands on the clock to show that time. A lot of you have baby brothers, baby sisters. Some of you help with changing diapers. Some of you help with chores around the house. Where do I put the little hand, everybody?
At the floor.
The 4. Thank you for paying attention to this book. I can feel your attention. Good job. Okay. Okay, we're moving on. You guys should see a pattern here. What time is it now, everybody? 5 o'clock. It's time to swing around the neighborhood and make sure everything is safe. When a villain's on the loose, there's often another one close behind. It's 5 o'clock. It's time for Spidey to explore the neighborhood. Move the hands of the clock to show 5 o'clock. What time do you explore your neighborhood? Move the hands on the clock to show that time. Where do I move the hour hand?
The hour hand goes to the
5. That's right. Okay, right there. Sure enough, I spot Green Goblin on from a rooftop. I shoot a few webs to stop his flying contraption. Then I tie him up quickly. It's the end of a busy day, so I'm in no mood to play around. It's 6 o'clock. It's time to get the villains off the streets. Move the hands of the clock to show 6 o'clock. What time do you clean up? Move the hands of the clock to show that time. So we go from 5 o'clock to...
6 o'clock.
Where did I put the hour hand?
The 6.
That's right. Okay. All right.
30 o'clock.
It's finally dinner time. Aunt May is cooking up some chili tonight. I take the fastest route possible to get home. After a long day, I don't want to miss a bite. My hunger always reminds me what time it is. It's 7 o'clock. It's time for dinner at Aunt May's house. Move the hands on the clock to show 7 o'clock. What time do you have dinner? Move the hands of the clock to show that time. So we move the hour hand to the... Good job, guys. What time is it now? 8 o'clock. Today's laundry pile could be a tougher job than defeating Venom and the Green Goblin. I tackle it the best I can and start working on my homework. Which superpowers defeat piles of laundry? It's 8 o'clock. It's time for Peter to do laundry. Move the hands of the clock to show 8 o'clock. What time do you do chores at home? Move the hands of the clock to show that time. Whoa, look at that. It almost put it at the right time. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Keeping on. Last page. What a day. After practicing a few spider tricks that Miles taught me, I think it's time for bed. Tomorrow will be another action-packed day of school, chores, and hero stuff. I need some help. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for Peter to go to bed. Move the hands on the clock to show... What time do you go to bed? Move the hands of the clock to show that time. So let's move the hand to the... Which one?
9.
The big one or the little one?
Little.
Little one to the 9. That's right. And Marco, your name will always be on there to show that you gave this book. And there's also directions here to show that you can flip over the clock so that you're facing it the whole time. Okay? So this will be in our classroom library. Thank you guys for listening. This was Spider-Man Tell the Time. Read every single day. And like, subscribe, hit that bell, and see you next time.